Welcome back to the Grow Garden Project. My name is Brian Smith, and today we're going to look at some of these little buggers, or these little things that are always in our gardens that give us frustration or make us feel as if we want to give up because they cause damage on our plants. Now, these things are known as pests and diseases, right? And we have viruses, bacteria, fungi, nematodes, and of these, 3 of them you can't see with the naked eye. Sometimes you can see the different fungi with the eye because you see that white little powdery dust, right? So today what I wanted to just speak about is that sometimes when we look at our plants, we might see that our plants look a little bit sick. We might see molds, we might see wilting, we might see a powdery substance, or we might see some creepy crawly creatures, particularly on the underneath of our leaves. So therefore, as a young gardener, what is very important is that we have to be observant. We have to look and be very, very, very careful. Look very carefully at these leaves and see what are attacking our plants. So many different things can attack our plants, right? And I won't get into the fancy names that they have out there in terms of all of these critters that can attack our plants. What is very critical is that if we see an attack on our plant, especially just at a little portion of our plant, let's say here, we must quickly either remove the pest, clip the section of the plant, because these pests will just rapidly take over the plant, right? So they will go all over and they call their friends all over to just come and just devastate or kill or eat the plant, and we won't get anything and all our hard work will be in vain. So what do we normally do to get rid of some of these pests and diseases that just make us feel as if we want to give up? The first thing that we have to do, as I said, is observe. We have to come out and we have to pay attention, keen attention, just as when we're in class, to what is happening to our plants. And most importantly, these pests and diseases love to play hide and seek. So we have to look underneath the leaves, on top of the leaves, and all over the plant to get an idea of where they are. So again, we can clip our plant wherever we see it. It is just a small or one or a few. And after that, we can also use some substances that will help us. The first one is dishwashing liquid. And what does dishwashing liquid do? Basically, dishwashing liquid breaks down their skin. So therefore, because they don't like it, they run away. The next thing that we can also use is oil, right? And oil clogs or blocks them from actually breathing. So it blocks all of the, their breathing holes and everything that they breathe through. So therefore, that can cause them also to die. But most importantly, if we plant friendly crops around, we can actually help to get rid of some of these pests and diseases that sometimes come around in our garden. Things like these high-scented crops, like marigold, like rosemary, like scythe, shadonbenny, all of these different things can help in terms of getting rid of some of these pests, because these pests don't like these high scents. Just as sometimes when we smell them, we're like, we don't want that, we don't like it. So once again, we have to encourage our friends, and we spoke about some of these plants that are beneficial because of their high scents and all of these different things. So we can plant them around, find nice creative ways to plant some of these very beneficial plants around. But also, we have to encourage some of our good beneficial insects. And what these beneficial insects do is that they actually feed on some of these horrible pests and these horrible insects that actually cause a lot of problems in our garden. A very famous one is the ladybug, and we see them a lot of times, and sometimes we even play with them, right? So once again, guys, if we don't keep our garden healthy, we are sure to attract these critters, these bugs, these diseases all over our plants, and therefore we can't harvest anything. And the goal is to be able to pick something at the end of the day. So therefore, if you remember, We want to utilize our home remedies. So when we're mixing these home remedies, I generally like a 1 to 20. What do I mean by 1 to 20? It means that if I have, let's say, 1 glass of garlic, I would want to mix that with 20 glass of water. And that is what I mean by a 1 to 20. And that applies to all of the little home things that I just mentioned a while ago. Stay safe and all the best in your home gardening.